The first time I taught this recipe on the blog was in 2010. Look how long it's been. And I always make it, guys. This coffee turns out amazing. I'm sure you're going to love it. It's
super easy.
And it makes a lot. I'll show you. Look at how creamy this coffee is, guys. Isn't it amazing? Look at the foam.
Let's start our little coffee recipe here. We have to use a mixer. I'm using a stand mixer, but you don't need to.
You can use your regular mixer at home, but it has to be a mixer, not a blender. Otherwise, it won't get airy like it should.
And I'm going to use 25 grams of instant coffee. I'll show the brand because every time you guys ask a lot about which instant coffee this is. It's this one. Look, it's this coffee, but you can use any brand you want, okay? Whatever you can find in your city. There are 50 grams in this packet, so I'm going to use half, which is 25 grams. Then there are 2 cups of sugar. It has to be sugar. I've already tried with half sweetener and half sugar, but over time, it starts to get watery in the freezer more quickly. I'll show you later about this watery part that forms. I'll talk about it afterwards. It's 2 cups of sugar. Will it make that much? And after the cream is ready, we're going to put a spoonful of the finished cream into the hot milk, so it's actually not much sugar proportionally. It seems like a lot now, but this will make a lot. And 150 ml of hot water. I'll put all of that in the mixer. I put in the instant coffee. Now I'll add the water. This water is warm, okay? It's not boiling, it's just warm. And now I'm going to add the sugar. Now I'm going to whip this mixture for 10 minutes. The recipes out there say 15, but I whip it for 10 and I think that's enough, okay? Let's see how it turns out. Go.
See how it's going to turn out. After 10 minutes here, we have our coffee ready. Guys, this mixture is meant to be added to hot milk, okay? The proportion is 1 tablespoon medium, not too shallow, not heaping, okay? For each cup of hot milk, it will make a super tasty coffee with that really creamy foam on top, just like in a coffee shop. It's not good for filling or covering cakes because the coffee flavor is really strong. It looks mild because of the color, but instant coffee is really strong, so it's not good for that purpose, okay? It's just for mixing into milk. Let me show you what I got. Look. 2 containers. Actually, it makes 1 2-liter tub of ice cream, and sometimes there's a little left over, okay? Why didn't I put it in the 2-liter ice cream tub? Because I'm fancy? No, it's because all the ice cream tubs are full of beans. So we just put it in these nice ones here. How do you store this? In the freezer or deep freezer? We're going to leave it there covered. If you don't have a lid, use plastic wrap, but it has to be well sealed. And when you put it in the milk, will it be hard as a rock? No, it keeps a whipped cream consistency forever. Don't ask me why. It stays in the freezer for 30 days and still keeps the same consistency. You take a tablespoon from this bowl and put it in really hot milk, and you'll witness the wonder, the magic happen, okay? One more thing, after about 15 or 20 days, a dark liquid will start to form like decanted coffee at the bottom, okay? You can keep using it, just take from the top, avoiding that little bit of water. It won't affect anything. But if you want it to go back to that consistency, just put it back in the mixer, beat it again for another 3 or 4 minutes and put it back in the freezer, okay? It lasts about 2 months in the freezer without any problems.
but you'll have to do this mixing process at least once because it will start to separate. So, divide it into smaller containers and give some to your neighbor, your sister, your friend, because it makes a lot, and you'll only need to use a tablespoon of this in very hot milk.
It already has enough sugar and coffee, okay?
So, now let's make the magic happen. Let's put this in the freezer and take it out 24 hours later.
Wow, what a special effect. Such refined editing. Let's take a look at what just came out of the freezer. Look. This one, guys, I put it in the freezer and it stayed there overnight, okay? Look at how it is. Slightly, you see? Still soft, just the same. Now, shall we put it in the milk to see how it turns out? Let me take it out of here since I poked it with my finger, right? See? It looks like a mousse. And I'm going to put it here in the milk that's already really hot. This spoon is smaller than a soup spoon, okay? Because this cup is small. It usually holds half of a regular cup, see? Put it in the really hot milk and keep stirring so it dissolves. Let it soak here in the hot milk so it dissolves. I'm filming with one hand and stirring with the other, right? So it's pretty hard without the spoon, but it's working, see? It dissolves as it comes into contact. That's why the milk has to be really hot. Look at this creaminess, Brazil. Look at this, isn't it wonderful? Almost all dissolved, see? I wanted to show you in real time as it dissolves so you can see that it really works. I'll show you. Look at how creamy this coffee is, guys. Isn't it amazing, see? Look at the foam. See? That's because I only used one hand and didn't mix it well.